Hello everyone, this is your Nerdy Gamer Daddy here with the 5.40 patch notes for Fortnite Battle Royale. We're going to go over this. There's been some big changes this time that are going to really affect our everyday Battle Royale gameplay, and so I'm really excited to present these and kind of go over the big changes, what to be aware of when you next jump into the battle bus and into the fields of Fortnite. First of all, there is a new limited time mode called the Getaway. I do not want to go over that too much. There are quite a few details as this is a very unique limited time mode. I have not seen one quite this unique yet. Most of the limited time modes are simply a slight variation of the weapons or perhaps mobility or something like that, but it's typically a normal, battle royale game overall. This one is actually very unique, very different. So it's actually got quite a long description of how it's played and how to win the game. So if you're interested in that, please check out the patch notes on the Epic Games website for 5.40 patch notes. Okay, so the first thing we see in these patch notes is that they have added a new item to the game, the Grappler. If you guys haven't noticed, this entire season, Epic Games has been adding new items such as the Rift to Go, the bounce pads, the combination of using the bounce pad with the launch pad, new objects such as the ATKs, and also new locations such as the Rift locations around the map, allowing for a lot of mobility in this current season of Fortnite Battle Royale. This is yet another one of those items that really allows for you to, just be mobile, get that high ground quickly to mow down your opponents below you, or perhaps to quickly get out of the storm. Now, some things to be aware of with this new item is, as you can see here, it has 15 charges, and it is discarded when you have used those 15 charges. They do not replenish, okay? So 15 charges and it's done. Make sure that you have not grappled for the 15th time and you're 100 feet up in the air. You will take fall damage and die. So it's something to be aware of when using that item. The next big thing, as you can see here, is they have vaulted all revolvers. I am actually very happy about this, and I'm going to explain why after we go over some other vaulted items. Yes, not just revolvers, but several guns have been vaulted. If we go down a little bit further, you will see that the common or the gray suppressed submachine gun has also been vaulted, and also the blue or rare rocket launcher. Also, the legendary or gold bolt action sniper rifle and the blue or rare pistol. All of these weapons have been vaulted from the game. And yes, I am happy about this change. Why? Because there have been too many guns and items. Epic Games has been constantly adding new items and guns to the game, and it was just too hard. It took too long to find that perfect loadout because you just keep coming across these guns and things you didn't want. I mean, nobody runs with revolvers, at least not normally, right? So I think that's a great one to get rid of. And also the blue pistol. It's not necessary. No one really wants it. Same thing with the suppressed submachine gun. Those are not things that people want. Now, I found it actually a little odd they got rid of the gold bolt-action sniper rifle, but it's not a terrible thing. I mean, you still have your blue and your purple. You can still get that high damage headshot with that blue and purple bolt-action sniper. Now, the blue rocket launcher, I was actually kind of surprised, or the rare rocket launcher, I was actually surprised they got rid of that. However, they did compensate with this one by increasing the drop chances for the epic and legendary rocket launchers. So you will still see probably about the same amount of rocket launchers overall, maybe slightly less, but there are no more no more rare or blue rocket launchers in the game. Those are out. So something else also to be aware of is that there have been several rarity changes, but they do not affect the game unless otherwise specified in the patch notes, such as the epic and legendary rocket launcher, which as I mentioned, they have increased the spawn rate for those. They did change the rarities for the semi-auto snipers and actually increased their spawn rates accordingly. So that one had to change as well. But the items such as remote explosives and portafort, they had some rarity changes, but had no impact at all whatsoever in the game besides the color of the item. Same thing also with the dual pistols and also suppressed pistols. Now, when we look at the burst assault rifle accuracy adjustments here, you will see actually that overall the burst assault rifles have got quite a boost to their accuracy. Uh, Besides, when you are standing and aiming down the sides, which had a slight increase to the spread or bloom, so in other words, lower accuracy from 35% to 40%, that 5% difference there, everything else is actually increased. So now, when holding down the trigger, the first two bursts are more accurate. The third is less accurate, obviously. When you are crouching, you get less spread, so more accuracy there. You have more accuracy while jumping or falling, while you're mid-air, and also while running. So hip fire, your accuracy is also increased. So overall, the burst assault rifle has definitely gotten a boost to its accuracy. And I think that's fine. I'm not really sure what to think about that. I'll have to see how the game goes. I've never been a fan of the burst assault rifle, so it'll be interesting to see how that impacts the game. Also, you will see that they have also changed the stack amounts for some of the items. The one I'm most excited about is the shield pots. You know, the shield pots that do 50 shield, you could only carry 2 in the past. Now you can carry 3 maximum. I'm actually really happy about that. I always found that annoying. You could only carry 2 of those, yet you could carry 3 med kits, right? So I'm actually really glad to hear about that one and excited to start carrying around 3 shield pots with me. When we look at the next section of the patch notes, the gameplay section, there is one change that I really want to look at that's going to affect all platforms, and that is when the storm is moving. When it reaches its destination, when it comes to a complete stop, every time, every single time, not just the first time, not just the last time, but every time it moves and comes to a stop, it will have a energy surge go through the entire wall all the way around, and it will destroy all player built structures. Okay, this is something you need to be aware of. So no more sky bases for one thing. Those are out, right? Also be aware of that when you are fighting someone, you know, and you're racing the storm at the same time, and maybe you're both trying to outrun the storm, or maybe one guy's in the safe zone shooting in on you. Be careful that when you are coming towards that edge where the storm's going to stop, that you're not building a super high ramp to get the high ground without having an anchor within the safe zone. Otherwise, the storm's going to destroy your structure there, and you're going to take some fall damage, right? So just something to be aware of. That will change some gameplay. I think that's actually kind of a cool addition. I'm kind of glad they're doing that so as to get rid of these sky bases. There have been several performance, audio, UI, art and animation, bug fixes, and performance updates, and other issues addressed as well. There is one thing that I think is important to note is with the audio. They have improved, or actually, improved the chest open sound spatialization. This means that when someone opens a chest to your left, you're going to be able to tell that the chest to your left was opened and not the one that's on the second floor and to your right. You're going to be able to tell which direction that chest open sound came from to help you better plan and prepare while, you know, fighting against your opponents. Other than that, though, that's going to take care of it for the patch notes this time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to actually start trying to do this regularly. Try and do this every week when they do the patch updates. So stay tuned. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time.